Let's talk about Steam OS and the Steam machines in today's episode of Casual Friday. Now, if you've been paying attention to the industry for the last year, you will be aware that there was a highly rumored Steam box, which was meant to be a console sort of PC developed by Steam that was theorized to be using Steam's big screen feature as sort of its core. Now, over the last couple of days, Steam, or Valve I should say, have released a bunch of information regarding Steam OS and the Steam machines, with one more announcement to come either today or tomorrow. Now let's talk about these, because if you're a PC gamer, then this will be interesting to you, and even if you like console sort of gaming but you're looking for a more powerful machine, this might be interesting to you. So on my computer, Steam's pretty clunky and shit, but I still like using Steam because of all the sales. Steam itself is a good platform in a lot of ways. And now that they've got Steam OS, which is meant to be a Linux-based operating system, it's going to be more designed just for gaming. In fact, it is just a gaming operating system, and it means that there's an alternative operating system for gaming besides Windows, because Windows is essentially the only gaming operating system on PC. Like Mac, Battlefield 3 isn't on Mac. I think that will show testament to how few games actually get put on Mac, let alone good ones. And Linux, less so, though Steam OS is a Linux-based operating system. Now, if you know stuff that has to do with console and gaming hardware, you'll be aware that PCs, while more powerful, have multiple configurations. Thousands of configurations. On PC in particular, not Mac, but on PC there are thousands upon thousands of configurations. Say for example, I have a 660 with an i7. Someone else could possibly have an AMD Radeon 78750 with an i5 processor, and the list goes on. And so as a result, the developers don't have enough time to pump out as the best performance possible, so you need higher hardware than you would necessarily need if it was better optimized. And that's one of the benefits of console, is that the stuff will be heavily optimized to shit, so it should get better frame rates on a equivalent console with equivalent specs to a PC. Now, according to Valve, with Steam OS, it will be better optimized and the games will have better performance. If this is true, then I'm gonna get Steam OS straight away. That sells it for me. I mean, if it's free, if it's able to optimize better, then there's no reason not to buy it. And the best part is, it's apparently free. So, that's awesome. That is awesome. It will give me something that I will very likely install onto my computer just to play games. How this will work with Origin and everything, yeah, I don't know. But still, Steam OS to me is cool. I think Steam OS is really cool. Probably one of the most interesting, I would say one of the most interesting operating systems I've seen. Operating system dedicated entirely to just playing games. That's pretty awesome, if you ask me. And I'll definitely be buying it, especially with that optimization. Now here's something I'm slightly less excited for. It sounds interesting, but I've got a couple of queries that I want to put forward. That's the Steam machines. They're meant to be living room hardware that you will put into your living room, connect to your TV using the big picture mode, and play as though it were like a console but with PC specs. PCs are expensive, right? PCs that will be able to play pretty much most games on a good setting with a good solid frame rate are expensive and need to be updated, and are designed so that they can be updated with new hardware. Now, I'm a bit concerned about how these are actually going to work. When you play on PC, one of the advantages is mouse and keyboard, and the whole point with Steam machines is that you'll be using a controller, like plugging in a 360 controller into it and playing with a gamepad. How will that work for a lot of core PC games? I don't want to play a strategy game on a 360 controller. That won't work. It's better on mouse and keyboard. First-person shooters can be played on a controller, but it's better on mouse and keyboard. And if you were to ask any PC gamer, they wouldn't trade those out for the world. I know I wouldn't. And the other thing is cost. Usually, when a console is sold, it's sold at a loss. The PlayStation 4 is not a $400 machine. It's worth more than that. And bulk and all that crap all put together, yeah, still selling probably like a 20 to 30% loss. These won't be. That can't make sense. They're going to have to make money off of the machines. Or, if not, I mean, they're still going to be more expensive than consoles. And as there are multiple Steam machines with multiple configurations, you're going to have that problem of optimization for each of them. So while SteamOS will have better optimization, unless these are really powerful PCs like something I might have, yeah, they're not going to be doing a great job of running Battlefield 4, Crysis 3 or anything like that. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Now, look, we're going to have to see more, alright? I think we're going to have to see more because as of right now, we know very little about these things. Only that they're coming next year. And Steam gaming machines are going to be launched with SteamOS straight out of the box and probably launched alongside SteamOS. And they're going to be doing prototyping, which I'd like to get into somehow, but it's going to be limited. But, I mean, really, I'm always going to be nervous about how the Steam machines are going to work. I think they're interesting. I'm glad Valve is doing it, and I'm sure that there will be a niche of gamers who will want this and who will want the Steam machine, and I'd like to use one at one time. But for right now, we don't have enough details, and we'll have to wait and see. And now, before I leave, I want to speculate the third announcement. Half-Life 3. Makes sense to me. They've just announced SteamOS, one of the most ambitious things ever. Steam machines, also very ambitious. Next thing they're probably going to announce is Source 2 and Half-Life 3. I think I have a feel it's going to be that. I'm excited about Source 2. Half-Life 3, yeah, not so much. But if they announce that, everybody's going to lose their shit. And everybody's going to be so excited. And it'd be great if they did that, because then they'd finish their announcements with a bang. But with that, that's the end of today's episode of Casual Friday. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a thumbs up and subscribe to see more rants and content. I'm Fringy123, and have a good one.